Hi everyone, Natasha here, and around my home today I am in my office and I have my Erin Condren Focused Planner and I'm ready to set up for the month of April. So grab your planners and your planning supplies and welcome to my office. So I'm getting a bit of a late start at setting up my planner for the month of April. My daughter's been home sick the last couple of days. She got a stomach bug, unfortunately, so we are recovering from that. So far, so good. So I am just now getting to set up my planner for the month of April. So I have a couple of things. Of course, I always have my little pouch here that I keep filled with just a couple of extra supplies. I have my friction pen and I have another friction pen. This one that I keep with me is the 05 and this is a 0.38. I also have my Zig clean color dot markers. So this is what I was using for the month of March. So I'll get out a new color for the month of April. I have just an old but still working Tombow marker in a really light gray color. I have an ink pen. Sometimes I just want to have a regular ink pen, and then I usually use a mild liner as well. So these were the colors for March. Let's get out the April colors. Okay, now I've gotten myself set up with the things I'm going to be using for the month of April. So of course I referenced my Louise Hay Colors and Numbers book just to get what my information is for the month of April for my personal number. And I have a video where I explain all about how I do that, so I'll link that below. And so for me, the month of April is a number 9 month, which means it's going to be a lot of pastels. And typically I like to use sort of an aqua tealy blue color for that. So I chose, of course it's pastel, so I could use lots of different colors, but just to make it simple, I like to stick with one color for the markers, and none of the other numbers have that like teal aqua color. So that's what I like to use is I have a Zig clean color dot marker and then my mild liners in the brush tip and the chisel tip. And then, as you know, I've been using the Prayerful Planners sticker sheets that come out each month. And so this is the one for April and I printed it out. This is 4 on a sheet. So it's 25% of the full-size page. This one was 2 on a sheet. So I'd say it's about 50% of the full sheet. And I've already cut apart the actual full-size sheet, but you can see like this is how big that got from 25% to 50% to full size. So I have most of them in all the sizes already cut out. And I did cut out the date stickers and I just gingerly stuck them on this clear sheet protector to make it easy to peel those off. And then the smaller date dots, which I'll use on my monthly spread, I cut out and then stuck back down to the backing paper just to make those easy to peel off. And then, like I said, I have all kinds of the stickers cut out in the different sizes, so I'll be able to use those for decorating. So here is what the month of April looks like so far in my planner. I did go ahead and add in quite a few things. My daughter is having First Communion on May 1st, but we had a recent meeting with the parents, and so we had different events I wanted to make sure I had on my calendar, and then I just jotted in the dates with my erasable friction pen so I could do some future planning. So what I'm going to do first is erase that, those individual numbers, and then use these small stickers from the Prayerful Planner and go in and stick those down. And I will fast forward that so that we can get to the next part pretty quickly. Okay, I think that is a good start on laying out my monthly spread. I think I'm going to grab my, mild liner here and I like to just highlight the heading on each of the columns here. So I'm going to do that. And I don't know, I may go back in and add a little something else. I do remember, let's see, I had one more little sticker from my date. Oh yeah, here it is. I thought this little flower would be cute just to put up here by my notes. So there's that, and I think that's pretty good. Now I'm going to turn the page and work on the next spread. So this is where I've been putting my Louise Hay colors and numbers information on this right-hand side of the spread. And then on the left, I do my business, my personal, and my home list of either projects or goals. And then this is just kind of overflow. And what's been working pretty good is to do the affirmation for the month, again, from that Louise Hay book. So that'll go in this square here. So now we'll get started laying that out. Good morning, everyone. I am back. It is actually the next day because the evening kind of got away from me and I didn't get a chance to finish filming. So I've finished all my setup for now for April and thought I'd just flip through and show you. So on this first calendar page, I just did a few more updates. I did white out the extra calendar squares that were showing there. I guess I could have done those. I didn't think of it. Added a few more little stickers, and I ended up adding a sticker here and then just writing my notes section below it just because I wanted a little something in that corner. And then I also have my zones listed here, my Fly Lady zones. I always like to do that just to remind me. And I do have a video where I went through recently and shared my Fly Lady control journal and my Fly Lady zoned trackers. I made like a spreadsheet tracker, and there's a free printable for both of those. So if you're interested in that, I will link it down below in the description if you want to check that out when I'm finished with this. Then you saw my 2 monthly pages. So I have my personal month information from the Louise Hay Colors and Numbers book. And then my general page for the month of April that just has my home, business, and personal goals and tasks for the month. And then I always have this section that I just kind of use as overflow, and my monthly affirmation for the month of April with that Louise Hay book is I am satisfied, fulfilled, and complete. So that's kind of fun to be looking ahead at the month, and this talked a lot about how things were wrapping up, finishing up, and you're kind of seeing the results of your hard work from the last several months. So I'm looking forward to seeing what all of that is as we go through the month of April. Then we went into the first week, and I think you saw me set this up. So I am continuing with my layout like I did last month, where I white out the word notes and I add my errands and my contacts heading here, because that works well for me to have an errands list and a contacts list. And I like having a little more room on the errands list because I usually write the location that I need to go and then what I'm doing there, if I'm picking up or dropping off or why I'm going to that place. And then I just added some of the stickers, and I did go through and add the week of information at the top. And then off camera, I finished the rest of the weeks of April. So I have those all set up. And what I've been doing is with this, which I'll actually, I don't know the weather yet, but so with my 0.38 friction pen, I will go through and add the weather in this very first line under each day. I just kind of like having that as I'm looking ahead at the week. And then I put whatever appointments or schedule information I have on the left, and the right-hand side, of course, is just to-do items for that day. And it's very loose, like this past week, or this current week that we're in. So my daughter was sick, and I made a nice list on Monday, and then I worked all day Tuesday, so I never got in here and made a list. And then she got sick Tuesday night. And so, but you can see how I do the weather, at least. You can see that part. And so, I don't know. It's just today's Friday. It's April 1st, and I haven't done anything else in it. So I did a few of these things, but not all of them. And that's okay. Some weeks are just like that. But at least it gives me a chance to start off knowing what I tentatively have going on. And then after that, whatever happens, happens, right? Okay, so then let me keep flipping through the weeks really quickly and I'll just show you those. So there's the second full week of April and the third full week, which actually the second full week has Easter on that Sunday. And then the third full week and April ends on a Saturday, which is kind of cool. So I went through and laid out through Saturday. And then whenever I get to the end of the month and I have my prayerful planner stickers for May, then I'll just go through and set up that last day on Sunday. And that takes me to the last week. And this last week now will be empty. And so I think what I'm going to do is do something similar like I did in February. And I did a little spread that was just sort of memory keeping for the month. Let me show you that. So I did my monthly reflections. I had my top 5 achievements, my distractions and fears, what I can do to improve, who inspired me, what did I learn, how did my wins make me feel, and then what I'm reading, watching, and loving, and just sort of a general journal space down there. So I'm actually looking forward to having that again for the month of April. I think I mentioned in my previous monthly setup video that there are going to be some months like the month of March where I don't have that extra weekly spread to do the journaling, and that's okay. It's just something that I'm enjoying adding in there when I can. And then that takes us into May. And like I said, I have my daughter's first communion on May 1st. And we have Mother's Day, Memorial Day, May crowning and rosary on the 11th, just all kinds of things already coming up. So you'll see that in my next monthly setup video. All right, well, I hope that was a fun and enjoyable way to just get started with our April planning. Hopefully you got maybe a few ideas or just enjoyed setting up your planner or your bullet journal along with me. I hope April is a wonderful month for you. I'm looking forward to more flowers blooming. I have my daffodils and my hyacinths all in bloom in the front yard, which looks really pretty and makes me excited for spring. So thanks again. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button down below and check the description box, and I'll have everything linked there that I mentioned in the video. And I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.